Hey everyone, it's Michelle coming to you with the Expat Prosperity Show, episode number 3. And today we really are coming from all four corners of the world. So I'm going to pass you over to my beautiful and stunning co-host, Kim.
Awesome, Michelle. Thank you so much. We have a freaking awesome episode today, guys. We have Vitaly here, and he's broadcasting live from Israel, and we're so excited to have him. Hey, Vitaly, what's going on? You're just home for the first time in like a month and a half, right?
I'm super excited to be here. Yeah, I just came back a couple days ago. I was a couple of weeks in Thailand and Philippines, Las Vegas, San Jose, San Francisco, like traveling the whole month. It was crazy.
That's so great. And that's why we're here, right? I mean, Michelle and I, we are lovers of travel. And, you know, we have this history together where we actually started online together a couple years ago in a previous company. And it's just so funny how things come together. And now we launched Expat Prosperity Show. And here we are interviewing experts in the digital marketing industry. And we're so happy to have you, Vitaly. And, you know, what we're going to do today, guys, is we're going to get right into the nitty gritty. And if this is your first time watching the Expat Prosperity Show, you know, we created the show for a number of people. Number one, we really wanted to help the person who wants a complete life change, right? Or like just live like Vitaly, who's traveled, just went up and traveled for the last month, going to exotic destinations, or like Michelle, who lived in Thailand for 8 months, or like me, who's traveled for 6 months through Europe, right? We're here to help people create a huge lifestyle change, and especially the globally inclined, if you're looking to travel too. Number two, we're here as digital marketers to help small business owners learn how to leverage the internet, whether you're offline or online. We want to help you be able to monetize the internet in a way to create more freedom in your life, whether it's financial freedom, whether it's freedom to travel the world, or freedom to spend time as you choose, right? And we're also here because we're really big fans of multiple revenue streams. So if you're someone who loves the idea of multiple revenue streams and you're open to other business ideas, then this is a great place for you as well. And we have Vitaly here, and the theme of this show is pretty much how to have a quantum leap in your success. You know, Vitaly, he is a very special individual who, and when I say special, he's learned a specific skill set, and that's the key word there is learned, a specific skill set. Anyone can learn this, and he went from 0 to 80K launching a brand new digital business, and that's a quantum leap for a lot of people, and he's going to share his secrets. So make sure that you stay to the end of this episode, so that way, like, pause this, grab your notepad, be ready to go to take like Uber notes, because you want to have just complete access to the information you're about to hear, because Vitaly's going to talk your ear off about all of his secrets, all of his ventures. And so we're so excited to have you, Vitaly. And Michelle, did you have anything more to touch on, any introduction, or shall we go right into
I really want to know how Vitaly went from 0 to hero in just a few short months using the same strategy that has been able to bring great income in for us. So Vitaly, tell us, what are your 3 breakthroughs or those aha moments that helped you propel your business from that 0 to 80,000 from a flat start?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you for having me on this show, and thank you for this awesome introduction, Kim. And I'm not sure what it means to talk people's ears off. I guess it's a positive thing. And yes, it's great to have the ability, you know, to travel around the world, to just book a flight ticket and go wherever your heart desires, you know, without looking at prices, get a hotel that you want. And while you're having fun, while you're having new experiences, to make money at the same time that will cover your cost of travel. I mean, that is a crazy idea. And this is what the internet really allows people to do. And when it comes to breakthroughs, I've been in this industry for a couple of years now. And I initially, when I got started, I said, you know what, I'm so sick and tired of working at those low-paying $5 per hour jobs, waking up and doing something you're not passionate about, going and having some boss to control how much you can make, and I was literally there, crying sometimes, saying, this is not the life for me. I want to be an entrepreneur. I've seen people making crazy amounts of money online. I've seen, all kinds of events and workshops in my local area in Israel. I said, I got to do something. And it led me to a journey. It led me to a journey to discover what this industry really is all about. And recently it was a real quantum leap in my income, because I struggle like everybody for the first months and a couple of years. In the first year and a half, it was a stretch to go to 3, 5, 10,000 a month, but really go to earning 30 and 40 and $50,000 in a single month. That is a quantum leap. And I've seen people who are brand new who fortunately have not struggled as much as I struggled, and he got started 4 months, struggling just 4 months. That's it, making no money, but then boom, $28,000 first month. So I've seen people do it, and there is a formula to it. There is a specific things that differentiate people who are making those quantum leaps, who can start a business and basically, go from zero to $20,000, $30,000 a month. And what happened, the top 3 breakthroughs, it's a great question, Michelle. I think the first one is having the belief that you can do it, that it is possible, and it can be simple. That is a big aha moment for me, when I saw Darren Little, who got me into this new business, and he showed me the kind of results he was getting. He was like making $5,000, $10,000 in a single day. And I was watching this and I'm saying, it cannot be that simple. And I said to Darren, if I were going to make $15,000 the first 2 weeks, it would be awesome. It will amaze myself. So this is what I said to him. And I didn't even know what's going to happen, because those strategies work so well. In the first couple of weeks, I made $26,000, almost double my initial goal. And I said, wow, there is something to it. This is working. So the belief of seeing in your eyes that, this is real, it's real people, that it's not something imaginary, real people who are making this money, and seeing in your eyes that this is happening, this can be true for you, that is a breakthrough in your mind, that you say, you know what, why not me, right? You say they can do it. There is nothing special about them. Gosh, when you hear their stories of regular people, like for example, John Hundley, he was in construction. He quit that. He was a construction worker, working so hard with his hands, right? And coming into online world and making like 26,000 first months. When you see stories like that, it causes a shift inside of you, and a belief that it can happen for me too. So this must happen. Okay, this must happen for you as well. The second thing I will tell you is, you gotta feel worthy of success. You gotta feel worthy and deserving that this is the kind of life you're going to be living, right? You gotta embrace with your whole mind and body, like being there, having this clarity of vision that, I'm going to live a freedom and abundance lifestyle. I'm going to create abundance for my family. I'm going to travel. I'm going to inspire so many people. When you come from this place of not being a short-term thinker of, okay, I'm just going to here to make a buck or two, and then I'm going to move on and do something else, or I'll have this money and then I'll go do something that I'm really passionate about. No, if you want to succeed in this business, you gotta embrace it as a mission, that this is it. This is what you're doing. You are a leader in this space who specialize in helping people create freedom and abundance in their life, leveraging the internet, and you are in it. I mean, you are there, and you look at it as your mission, as your purpose, as this is who you are, as your identity, and not something that you just use to be able to make some quick money and move on doing something else, because people can feel that. If you are in the industry, if you're in the space, if you are here for the long term, if this is the past that you embrace yourself, you know, you can identify yourself with living a laptop lifestyle, with, you know, being 100% into this is like kind of my career, my mission, then you start to talk differently, you vibrate on a different level, the energy you put in the marketplace is different. People can sense it, they can see your vision, they can see through your words, through what you post, the content you post, they can see right through it. You know, you cannot fake it. You cannot fake it. If you are coming from the right, genuine place, that this is who I am, this is where I'm going, I'm on this journey to master this, and I'm going to take people with me, I'm going to share what I learn as I go through this journey, and I'm going to openly share it with people. I'm going to invite people to come along with this ride on this journey. People sense this, that this is who you are, this is where you're going, that you're clear about that. And this is a big thing that people, you know, that people need to embrace. Then I kind of thought about what happens in the industry for the most part is that people have all kinds of programs, all kinds of affiliate programs. People pay a lot of money sometimes to enter those programs, you know, sometimes a couple thousand or 10 or 20, even $60,000 to join some of those programs. And then you get in, and then you have like no real guidance what you need to do. And they say, okay, you just need to go and buy some traffic, you know, go and buy some traffic, master some traffic strategy. And they are very myopic about what this industry is really all about. They think it is about some traffic. They think it's about, you know, having a high converting funnel that people, you'll just send traffic in, people will immediately buy, of course, and you'll get the commissions. And that they don't see the bigger picture of how this industry even works, because they don't realize, a lot of the people, and maybe it can be a paradigm shift for you, that this industry is all about the other person and the relationships that you can build with the other person, relationships of trust and authority. It's all about the relationships. It's about personal development and leadership. We are in the personal development and leadership business model. And when people start to realize that it is about who you are, it's about the kind of people you attract, it's about the kind of people you work with and the relationships that you build with those people, then it no longer becomes, oh, I need to just figure out the best traffic source to buy traffic from, or I need to just figure out how to put this funnel together. When it becomes part of who you are, your identity, your mission, when you focus on building up those relationships, that's where a lot will change for you. And the things that people are not teaching in this industry is how to start making profits without going to debt. You know, that's what happens a lot of times. People are going to debt to try different marketing strategies, and they invest money blindly into different traffic sources because they hope it's going to work. And they're doing hope marketing, basically throwing spaghetti out of the wall and see if it's going to stick or not. you know, and for the most part it doesn't, because they don't realize that any kind of paid advertising, even the pros, even the most highly successful gurus, they're wrong like 60% of the time, right? Their campaigns are not performing, they're not making more money than what they spent. And if the pros and the gurus are wrong 60% of the time, what it is left for the beginner who have not studied marketing for a long time? It doesn't understand all the moving pieces of the puzzle, what marketing is about, and that's where most people are. You know, they're just wasting money. And the third breakthrough that I've got is really to take my connection with people to a whole nother level. Like, when I learn specific skill sets and strategies on how to effectively build up trust and rapport and connect with people on a deep emotional level, and really find out about their pain and their situation, where they really want to go in life, I like took my connection to a whole different level, because I knew there is a process that I can connect with people, and I know all of the steps. It's kind of like you're a prodigy, you see in advance, you know how to react to different situation, and the whole process is so much fun and so much enjoyable. Like, you can do it without stop for hours and hours and hours, because it's so much fun. And you know, this is yeah, I would say those are the top three breakthroughs. So I don't know if it was too long of an answer here.
Not at all, not at all. So just to recap, your top three breakthroughs are: number one, believing in yourself, that it is simple and it is possible, and that you can make a quantum leap just because you've seen other people do it as well. Number two is worthiness. You felt worthy and deserving to make that kind of money in such a short amount of time. And number three, actually connecting with people so they know, like, and trust you, versus how a lot of industry experts teach. It's about traffic, or it's about volume, or it's about numbers. You know, those things do apply. However, what really increases conversions and what increases people to buy from you, and also buy from you longer, is that trust and that connection. So definitely, like, those are amazing breakthroughs. And Michelle and I, we can both say that we've had those breakthroughs as well, being a part of Millionaire Mentoring, being part of our group here. Now, I would say those are also characteristics of people that have made a quantum leap as well. Would you say, you know, what other characteristics have you seen, not only in yourself, maybe like a before and after, and of other people, characteristics of them that they've been able to make a quantum leap as well, going from that 0 to 20K, 0 to 30K in a short period of time?
That's an awesome question, Kim. I think the biggest one is you gotta be a hustler. You gotta have this mindset of I don't afraid of work. I don't afraid to put in the effort. I'm just going to go and take massive action. Like, a lot of people, they go, they learn something, and they learn and learn and learn and learn, and they don't do anything. They don't get into the game, right? They don't get into the action to get feedback on what they're doing, what they have learned to apply. So being a hustler means that you have a strong sense of why, and a mission and a drive. You know why you're doing this. You know what, like, you're maybe in a breaking point, that you're in a place of transition, that something is happening in your life, and you truly want to get out. You're sick and tired of your job, or you're moving out, and you really need to make things happen. And for that, you need to hustle, right? You need to hustle, and you need to take in those actions that are not comfortable. Like, it's everything that, you know, new to create a new results is, you know, either you learn a new strategy, skill sets, number one, but second is you got to change on the inside to create this new drive, new passion, new like getting so excited and driven and motivated to just get your best game every single day. Because a lot of times, people focus on how fast I'm going to make a result, how fast I'm going to make the money. They're focusing on that instead of how am I showing up today? What level of energy do I have? What is my mindset? What is my mood? How do I feel? They don't focus on how they show up and how they are feeling, right? And their habits and routines. And that's what really you need to be focusing on how you show up, what's your mindset, how do you feel, and what are the actions that you are taking, because action leads to results. So when you have a result in mind, don't focus on what I'm going to make the money. What can you do today that will lead to having this income? So that's number one. Second, you gotta love people. You gotta love people and know that you can connect with different types of people, right? If you're the kind of person that you don't want to connect with people, you don't want to build these relationships, you don't want to maybe being vulnerable sometimes and sharing something personal about your life, you just want to kind of be behind the scenes, that's not the industry. That's a different business. It's not the home business industry. You're not going to be successful here. If you want to succeed in this space, okay, you gotta love people. You gotta have this attitude of people are great, and whatever they're doing, they have, they try their best. They're always coming from the best intentions. It's having those beliefs that people are not better or not worth than you are. We are on the same level, and the ability to have this connection and being real with people, that's a big one. Like when you can be vulnerable enough, put yourself on the line, and get into the process of really connecting with somebody. That comes from a place of desire to serve and loving people and wanting to do the best for them. Because people who don't have it, they will not put themselves on the line, and they will not connect with a lot of different people because they are not comfortable. They're like, oh, I don't know, maybe I'm not good enough. I don't know enough in order to help this person. And I think people who really got quantum leaps and they created amazing results their first months, they have not been a victim in a sense of, well, I don't know yet, I don't have results yet, I'm not sure that I know how to do this business. No, they focused on stepping up and showing up as a leader right now, and you have all the information, everything that you need right now inside of you to go and help somebody. You have everything that you need, and the whole attitude and energy is totally different when you're coming from this place of, I know that I have the key, I know how to help you, I know that with my guidance, with my leadership, you are going to be successful. It's that level of confidence is what really set people apart, because people want to do business with somebody who is confident, who they can take them from point A to point B. And if you are not confident in yourself, then you need to step right into it right now. You don't need to wait until something will happen, until you get a result, until something magical happened to you in order for you to suddenly feel confident. No, you act into the person that you need to become right now. You like step right into this leadership shoes, step right into this confident person shoes, and immediately like talk and speak and do things as if you're already successful. You gotta, some people say, fake it until you make it, but you gotta do it. You gotta speak and talk and act as a successful person, as a content person, as a leader. Otherwise, people will not be attracted to you. They will not want to do business with you because, you know, you're not confident. Why would they trust you and believe in you if you are not showing that you're confident? And you don't need to have a degree for that to happen. You don't need to spend years in order for finally figure all the pieces. Like, you cannot know everything. Nobody knows everything. There's a ton of different business models. There's a ton of different things. You don't need to know everything. You just need to know one thing and one strategy, and learning that, just one strategy, and be very effective at it, and you can become an expert in this one strategy. And when you realize that, you can get competent at this pretty quickly. Like, I'm talking about days, you know, days, maybe a week, and you can become competent in a specific strategy when you focus on just one thing and not getting yourself spread too thin into a million different directions. You gotta focus. Another thing I found is that people who succeed, they are really doing a lot of personal development on themselves. Like, they have a habit of reading the books and listening to people who are successful, way more successful than they are. You know, they have this habit of constantly growing. They love to grow, they love to learn, they love to get those new ideas, how they can change their life. And, you know, they're in the past, they're on the path of growth, and they love also to share it with other people. You know, they're not leaving it to themselves. You know, they learn something and they go and teach it, they go and share it with other people openly, and inviting people to learn as they learn on this journey, and having great habits, of course, like in terms of your energy, your attitude, and that kind of stuff. So this is the big ones that I think the characteristics of people who really make those quantum leaps. So yeah, that's what comes into my mind, on top of my mind.
That's awesome. So, Michelle, did you want to recap, or I can recap and pass it over to you?
Yeah, no, I think there was fabulous answers to the tally. And, you know, we are in a Friends for Life program, and that's what, you know, the Facebook Hustle is all about, building rapport and implementing what we're learning along the way. And I love this line that I learned is build the plane while flying it. And what I find about, you know, our business model, the Millionaire Mentoring, it really gets that mindset in the right place for you. So you have that belief in yourself, and you learn to become comfortable with being uncomfortable, to be able to grow yourself personally and step into that leadership role. Because, as you said, we are in a personal development and leadership business, which I absolutely love. So my next question to you is, what gaps need to be filled in the online marketing industry, and how is it what we're doing? Like, what solution can we offer the people out there?
In the internet marketing industry, gosh, that's a big question.
Okay, but really sure.
So huge. Like, when you say internet marketing, does it include
online
Twitter,
marketing,
Instagram, Snapchat? You know, yeah. I think,
what gaps are there? Like, what are you finding are some problems in the industry, and how is our team? How is what we're doing here with our group in Millionaire Mentoring and Black Ops? What are we contributing to fill in that gap?
Yeah, that's a good question. You know, in the industry, people don't really teach how to brand themselves properly on social media. I haven't seen a lot of great training about that. That, you know, a lot of they teach about traffic, but they don't understand that people are going to check you out on social media. They're going to check you out, what you post, how you present yourself. You know, are you an authority on your topic? You know, how you come across. People are going to check you out. So you got to learn how to brand yourself properly on Facebook, which is one of the biggest platforms, I think the biggest platforms on social media. So Definitely we teach that. And people don't teach in this industry about the art of connecting, right? So they they want to outsource this a lot of times to other people. Let somebody else close the sales for me. Let's have this person, get on the phone with my leads and have them close close the sales for me. And it's going to be a crutch for you, if you don't learn how to do it yourself. If you don't learn how to build relationships with your team members, how to really take somebody who maybe never had an idea about who you are, and then suddenly, boom, they see that you know what you're talking about. You are the person that can help them to realize their goals and dreams. How does that happen? And I've never seen really somebody teaches how to do it in an effective way, like how to have, like, in 15 minutes, basically creating a strong bond with somebody, and having somebody raise their hand and say, I'm interested to learn more about what you're doing. Show me, I'm interested. How to get to this point? Because most people, what they do, especially when they get started, they don't know any better. They just go and spam, right? They spam the networks, they spam social media, they spam the inbox and say, hey, this is the deal, this is the best deal for you. We have this special juice, it's amazing, we have the best team, we have this and this, blah, 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 blah. And nobody hears, because they see, who is this dude who just messaged me and say, hey, we have a deal for you. This doesn't work like that. It's an equivalent of, walking up to a girl and saying, hey, let's get married. Tomorrow, let's get married. I have prepared, a nice hotel room for you. Let's do it. I mean, without building any relationships and nothing, like, hey, I have a deal for you. I'm a nice guy. Let's do it. It doesn't work. So that's what most people are trying to do. Now, and the key is, like, how there are some pickup artists out there who are experts and masters on the relationships and social dynamics. They can go into a situation, and within a day they can have a girlfriend. They haven't known each other, and then suddenly they're going to dates, and they're meeting each other, and they're sleeping together. It happens fast. Other people, they cannot do it for years. And it's the same thing as here. It doesn't mean that you need to have, like, I don't know, weeks and weeks and weeks until you build a relationship with somebody of trust. It can happen pretty fast, but don't make it faster than it should be, right? Like, hey, let's get into the business right now, before you even learn if this person has pain in the first place and how their pain affects their life right now. What is their situation and what do they really want? If you don't know how to, if you don't know those details about the other person, then there's not a bond. They're not going to join your business. And there is a formula and a process that can be taught. It's a learnable skill, and everybody can learn it. That you can elicit all of the emotions and answers. And sometimes even those people have never really asked themselves those questions, and they for the first time even thinking about it, and you are helping them clarify what it is that they really want, because we're in this business for a lot of similar reasons, but everybody has a different way to express what are those reasons. They have their words, they have their ideas of why they are in this business, why they want to be successful online, and you got to be able to learn how to elicit this. So what we have in the Millionaire Mentoring and Black Ops we really break down those things, you know, from the branding standpoint and what you need to post on social media, what you need to post, and how to engage people, how to build up the audience, which will creating brand rapport on before you even talk to people, and then how talking to them and going through a specific process, and then having those people open up to you and having people interested. That is something that is really unique to what we are doing and is filling the gap. And if people knew, like, even if you are doing any kind of paid advertising, first of all, kudos to you. It can explode your business. It can amplify things if you do it in the right way. But if you're just relying on that, and people can go into your business, they can join your business, and they will quit as fast as they're joined, because there was no real tribe and culture. There is no real leadership on your side, and there was no real, this relationships of trust have never been built because you never talked one to another. So there is a missing piece of that. If you learn how to do it, you'll create more customers for life that will stick with you, that will work with you through the months and years ahead, and will increase the amount of revenues you're going to make dramatically when you master those skills of really connecting with the other person and finding out about their situation. So yeah, that's and have I mentioned that it was basically all without spending money on advertising? I was like, literally, I made $80,000 in 3 months, and I didn't spend any money on advertising to accomplish that. It was all free marketing strategies, free Facebook strategies. So and the people that I've seen breaking through quantum leaps of the income, they haven't spent any money on paid advertising either. So there's a myth that you need to go and spend money on advertising to be profitable in business. It's not true. It's not true. You can be successful, you can make money, and then have the budget for paid advertising, but not from your dad, but from making profit. So this is what we focus on. Let's get you into profits as fast as possible. Let's get your results. And once you have the momentum going, you'll be unstoppable. Like when you start making $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $7,000 weeks, and you say, wow, and then it's like a snowball effect. Like your confidence drives through the roof because you've seen it's working, it's getting results, you believe even more, and you take even more action, and you go and say, proclaim to the world like your breakthroughs, and it attracts even more and more to you. So you gotta get into this momentum mode and get as much profits as you can in a short period of time. And as corny as it sounds, a lot of people say, hey, make as much money as you can in the shortest period of time. I'm not talking about hype here. I'm talking about quantum leap that you can make if you change your mindset and you change and you learn specific strategies. It can happen to you fast. If you don't believe it, it will not happen to you fast. If you believe you need to struggle for a year to have your breakthrough, you will struggle for a year to have your breakthrough. It's like the universe will reflect what you believe is true. So when you open up your mind to this is going to be possible for you, you can have a quantum leap in your income.
Absolutely. And you never get your first month back again. So that's why it's so important to go gangbusters, because you only get one first month.
Right.
One person a month?
One best month. So when you're starting working in online business, and like just recapping what you were saying, is that you want to go all out from the beginning, because you're only going to get one first month in the business.
Definitely.
I'm not sure I'm understanding correctly what you're saying. The first months, you want to make sure it's the best months.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you'll never get that first month back.
You never get the first month back. No, I mean, people are interested to know, when did you get started with the business? How much money did you make? And how much money you help other people make? So if you have better results, if you made, let's say, 5,000 first months, you'll attract all the people who didn't make even $1,000 in 2 months. You know, you may not attract somebody who is already making 30K a month, but you'll attract people who are maybe never made even $1, right? So you gotta stop comparing yourself to other people and say, well, if I'm not making 30K this month, I'm a failure. You know, don't compare yourself to other people, but you know, you really do your best to create this quantum leap of result, whatever it is for you. Maybe it's 10,000 your first month. It will be an ecstatic result, and it should be an ecstatic result for you if you are getting started. $10,000 first month, gosh, you know, I didn't have it. So if you can have this, I mean, it's nothing to complain about.
Exactly. And that's what's great about our group, is the mindset training around how to have a quantum leap, because that was the kicker for me, was the mindset component. Because you know, having a strategy is great. You can have one strategy, you can have the perfect Facebook formula, but if you don't have the mindset to actually turn it on, like you said, have that attitude, have that mindset switch of leadership, and that kind of bucket point of, I'm doing this no matter what. And I love that in our group, there's that mindset training on how to have that quantum leap, right? To instill that drive, to instill that desire. And I feel like a lot of that's a missing gap in the industry as well, is the actual mindset training from millionaire mentors. So tell us, what did the average day in your life look like when you were on your journey from 0 to 80K? What was the average day? What did that look like for you?
My journey from 0 to 80K. I really surpassed my own expectation of what would really happen. But you know, my average day, I don't like averages. I don't like to be an average. I don't like average days. I like to have the best days always. I think it starts with a good morning routine. When you wake up and you don't go and turn the news or watch TV or read newspaper, you go and you know, meditate for a couple minutes. You connect to your vision. You say affirmations, and there's a specific set of affirmations that I repeat over and over and over again every morning. Like one of them, for example, is, I'm so happy and grateful now that abundance is flowing into my life easily and effortlessly from multiple sources in increasing quantities on a continual basis, you know, and it manifests itself when you repeat something long enough. You know, you start to believe it, and it starts to actually come true. So there's a lot of affirmations regarding money and finances that I listen to that are very beneficial, and I share it inside our group. There is the vision component, like connecting to your vision, to your future, to where you're going, why you're doing this. So thinking through about that, getting some exercise done. I recommend to record your vision with your own voice, and record the affirmations with your own voice, and then listen to them, saying it to yourself. And this is the most powerful way to reprogram your mind, because you maybe never really listen to your own voice ever. And when you record yourself, it will start to drill into your mind that this is you talking to you, you know, and this is true. This is your life. So this is powerful. Personal development, like learning something, reading a book, or you know, getting a good breakfast and learning at the same time, and then getting into some kind of creation mode. For me, it's creating a video, creating a social media post, or writing an email. Creating something that in putting it out there in the marketplace. That's part of the marketing that I do. So marketing is important, and you're always promoting yourself, promoting your value, and a big portion of what you should be creating is about personal development and growth. That is always connected though to your mission and vision, to your purpose. Always restating that where you're going, like what is this, like talking about freedom, talking about abundance. That's should be part of who you are, your identity. So when you create personal development posts, it should always be sprinkled with like some mention of connecting to like your vision, or what the purpose, like where you're going. So after that it's about really connecting with people, connecting with new people. Have a bunch of friend requests. I think I have like 520 friend requests right now that I haven't connected to. It's like crazy. I'm like, oh my gosh, when I'll have time to connect with all those people. So there is no shortage of people. And this point is about figuring out the best people to connect to, and not wasting the time on other people. So you gotta be picky. How do you spend your time? But definitely connecting with new people, creating new relationships. There are a lot of people who are watching you or following you, who are, it's not real until you really connect with them. You're kind of like a dude, some there, or dudette, or a woman out there who is like, kind of like watching your stuff, but not really, like it's not real until you actually talk with this person. So connecting with new people, and then coaching, either one-on-one or group coaching. So I do that, coaching my team, creating new materials for courses and membership site that I have, to contribute more to that. And creating new funnels, or tweaking existing funnels, and seeing what's working, what's not working, what you can do, what you can improve in different areas. You gotta track and measure what's working, what's not working, kind of analyze that, and improve on your funnels, improve on your marketing materials. That's also like the number one priority you should be. And a lot of people, they don't have this piece. They rely on affiliate materials that they are provided. Whatever it is, they never create something of their own materials, their own marketing materials, angles, and they don't put themselves, their brand, their face before anything that they promote. Before the first encounter is really them. That's what a lot of people are really not doing, and they need to start doing it if they want really the quantum leap kind of results. Yeah, so that's basically the day.
Awesome.
If I'm not like, if I'm of course like doing traveling or doing the hobbies or all of that stuff, is all family, kids, it's all sprinkled into all of the other stuff that I mentioned.
Oh, that's brilliant, Vitaly. And I love your morning routine. It's, there's so many of us incorporate very similar, and there's a great audio you can listen to called The Miracle Mornings, which encompasses all of that. And, reading is so important as well. So kind of what top 3 books would you recommend that a newbie could start with, or someone who's wanting to be a 6 to 7 figure income earner?
I recommend reading Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. This will get into the mindset of how rich people think, as opposed to how poor mindset people think, And what drives a lot of this industry is the desire to be financially free. So you need to understand what it means to be financially free, and you need to understand how people who are financially free think, and they think very differently. So the mindset is like 95% of this game. You gotta be in the right mindset to really transition from the job mentality to being an entrepreneur. So it's important. It's one of the top books. 10 Pillars of Wealth. I recommend to read 10 Pillars of Wealth. It's also a great mindset book to any entrepreneur to get into the thinking patterns of and attitudes of how really successful entrepreneurs think. Dot-com Secrets by Russell Brunson is an amazing book teaching you about really how the internet works, basically. Like he shows you what is internet marketing, you know, on a big level, and you need to understand the game to be confident. So like, oh, what is traffic? What is capture page? What is, you know, what is funnel? You know, when I say those words and you're like, what is that? You know, it's not good. It's not good because you are, as an internet marketer and leader, you gotta know this stuff. What is conversion, opt-in rate, you know, leads, you know, autoresponders, stuff like that. You gotta know what it means, what it is, what it's all about in the big picture of things. So getting this book, .com Secrets, will allow you to get familiar with this whole game. Now, it doesn't mean that you need to right away implement what this book suggests. In terms, like, there is different routes of how you can take and what you can do, and I suggest you always focus on what you can do right now to get into the profit mode, because this is one of the pillars. If you open this book, 10 Pillars of Wealth, one of the pillars is, you know, a lot of people, what they do is they try to perfect different things, and they try to do all the different things other than what will get them into profit mode. You know, they go and set up their blog, and they start to do learn all kinds of technical stuff that, you know, and get really into doing all the things that really not bringing them any money at the end of the day. And as an entrepreneur, in the beginning, your focus should be 100% of what is the simplest, the fastest, the shortest route to actually getting a result. You know, and when you get a result, now you have a story that comes with a result. Now you can market it. Because if you go, okay, I'm going to learn how to do webinars, and then they go and take a course on how to do webinars, and they go and spend a month of learning the tools and how to set it up, and then, oh, I need to learn copywriting course, of course, what to say on the webinar page, what to say in the capture page. Oh, and I need to learn about email marketing, so I need to go and spend another month to learn about email marketing, because of course I'll take those emails, I need to know how to email them. So you go and they spend all this time, and they didn't even make their first dollar. So what they're going to freaking talk about on the webinar? Let me teach you how I made no money, but I'll show you a way how you can be successful. No, you go and you produce a result. You leverage what is already working. That's why you want to have a winning team. You want to have people who know what they're doing, and they can give you already what's working, the strategy that's working, that you can leverage off of the, like, right on the success of the team, right on the success of what's already been created, and produce a result. And when you produce a result, now you can go and you know, create a webinar. Now you can go and learn a little bit more advanced strategies, you know, to expand a little bit more, and you'll have also more money. But you gotta have the story first. So whatever you gotta do, whatever it is that is the shortest, simplest path to actually get a result, to get you into profit mode, that is what you need to focus on.
And that's so amazing, because that's why I came into our group. That's why I came into Black Ops and came into our affiliate program, because it was the path of least resistance. It's instant commissions with our affiliate program. It's the simplest way I've ever seen before. Make money with free strategies. Plus, you have that mindset training to get into quantum mode super fast. And it was the path of least resistance when it came to getting to profit quickly. And so thank you so much, Vitaly, for all those nuggets. You guys, for the viewers that are watching this, make sure to bookmark it, to rewatch this, because Vitaly hit so much content for you to be able to have success in your life. And it's something that needs to be repeated over and over, like Vitaly was mentioning. People who listen to the same good ideas over and over, they expand their awareness of what it takes to be successful. So Vitaly, amazing content. And we really appreciate your time, and we really appreciate you being transparent on how you went in a quantum leap in your life. And congratulations, man. Like, we're so happy to, partner with you and be with you in Black Ops. And, Michelle, did you want to touch on anything, or would you want to share how people can work with us who are like sitting at the edge of their seat right now, wanting to work with us and get similar results, right?
Absolutely. Firstly, Vitaly, thank you so much. Coming all the way from Israel, it's been epic to have you on for episode number 3. And Kim coming from Chicago, myself coming from New Zealand, way down under. So as I said, we've covered the 4 corners of the world. So if you are interested in working with us, or if one of our team members loves you enough and have invited you to watch this webinar, then do click on the button below, and you'll be introduced to Millionaire Mentoring, so you can have that quantum leap and start earning those fantastic results that we're also getting. So yeah, click on the link, and we look forward to seeing you on the other side and working with you, and maybe on a beach of the world.
Awesome.
You guys rock.
Right.
And I will say that no matter where you are right now, what is your circumstances are, you disconnect from that and really connect to your power, to your future, to the possibilities, because they're right there waiting for you when you open up. So don't hesitate, take action. When you feel connected to anything that we said, it resonates with you, then take this leap of faith and get started. And just for the learning experience that you're going to get, is going to worth everything. So just take massive action, and when you're ready to change your life, then you just go and do it and never look back. So my wish is really see you succeed, and see your story out there on the internet, inspiring other people. So it's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely. Wonderful. Have a great day, everyone, and we'll see you next week on episode number 4.
Bye, guys. Thanks, Vitaly.